And this mysterious comet that's approaching that they're going to say is an alien thing because they're trying to gin up that. They're trying to get that going. I'm proud of America and how little they care about this alien crap and these drones. I'm proud of you. I'm proud how usually people are pretty easily manipulated. They're flying drones all over the place. They're trying to get people excited. And you know what? People don't give a shit. They will do anything. Once you've started to realize how inverted our system is and nothing makes any sense, they are doing everything they can now. It's hilarious.
It's a great take from the great Tim Dillon. Always check out his show every Saturday, I believe. Every Saturday. He is fantastic. I usually like to show clips from later on in the podcast because people are busy. I get it. They can't really see. He makes a really good point here. Really good take. We'll listen to it real quick, and then we'll get right into it. Take a listen.
Areas. They're like, I don't know, this comet could be a spaceship. You go, why did we just give $6 billion to Israel? They go, we've heard on this spaceship, they got lasers. They could shoot lasers at us. You go, I just don't understand why the military's in Portland. The other thing the spaceship can do, it can come into our atmosphere. Like, people, to their credit, seemingly know what this is. There's all of this interest in UAPs and all of this stuff seems to be very closely related to people on Earth waking up to how fucked up things here are on Earth. Once everyone started to realize how bad things were on Earth, they started going, well, what about aliens? It was really interesting. Like, what about aliens? What if we're not alone? You're like, hey, wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. The whole thing down here is rotten. And it's people doing it. People. You. But there could be aliens. That comet might be a spaceship. What do you think they don't know? What are they hiding from? I don't care. I could not care less. I'm worried about this planet, which everyone wants to get off of, by the way. U.S. job market weakening, 32,000 private sector.
It's such a great point. Such a great point. And if you look, there was a post on, it was on X that I was looking at, and it was just, this is not leading exactly to what he was saying, but there was this bridge in China that they just built. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the tallest, tallest from the ground bridge that's ever been constructed. And I mean, essentially it was built, it was $1 billion project, it was up there, but then they equated it to, I think it was like one, I don't know if it's F-35 or whatever the new jet is that we have here or that we're starting to make here. And essentially this amazing bridge with like a restaurant on top of it and like just has like, it's like shoots water and like does like a cascading falls thing, is the equivalent of us building one jet plane. And, so it's a good point that he brings up. It's an excellent point that he brings up. Like he's doing it through humor, right? But he's getting the people to understand that don't go for the shiny object. Everything is to that. Like I've said it before on videos from the past, we have no idea what it is we think anymore. We don't know what our minds are really saying. I mean, I guess in the past it was kind of similar to the extent that your mind was shaped by your friends and family, people that you were surrounding yourself with, and that helped you become the person that you are. Well, now the algorithm is doing that. The algorithm is shaping you into the person that you are, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, whether Tim likes it or not. We can't pull back from it. It's a very addictive thing. And the alien thing now, to everybody's credit, which he's right, maybe it wasn't a psyop, but it was, they were definitely testing the waters. Like if these guys get too out of control, maybe we can just, because here's the other thing. It could all even be true. But if it's all true, then you still have to ask the question, well, why now? Why get it out now? And it's going to be because it's got to be benefiting someone down the road, somewhere down the line. And he's very good at questioning that. He has a very good sense of what's going on. when it comes, geopolitics and just like cultural stuff. Very good.
Your jobs lost in September and downward. These jobs are out, especially in cities like LA and Vegas. LA follows Las Vegas' footsteps as visitors to city plummet 50%. No one's going. What is there to do? There's nothing to do. You're not going to meet Tilly Norwood if you go. I see these people in LA all the time, these little star maps, these little, these buses, these tours, people see the stars. No more stars. There are no more stars. I'm a star. You're a star. We're all stars. Everyone's a star. We're all star. Everyone's a star now. There's no such thing as a star. Why would you go to LA? What would you see? Urban decay? Couple of palm trees? Maybe ICE come in and throw a busboy in a trunk? That's not a nice trip, is it? Mommy, why did they throw the busboy in the trunk? Shut up. Eat your quesadilla. Mommy, they just threw that man in a van. He's illegal. What does that mean? Shut up. We're on a vacation. We're on a vacation. There's men in masks with guns in the lobby of the hotel. They're doing their job. They're doing their job. It's our family trip. The LA Times attributed a variety of problems to this downturn. Wildfires swept many areas in LA in January, and while Hollywood went unscathed, the city as a whole has struggled in the aftermath. There's nothing to do. Here's the other thing with Vegas. It's way too much money to go to Vegas. And Vegas relies on other things happening. If you want to go to a bachelor party, someone's got to get married. A bachelorette party, somebody's got to get married. Somebody wants to go have a big retirement party, they got to have a job to retire from. Vegas relies on people living lives to go celebrate them in Vegas. You have to have something to celebrate in Vegas. Yes, you can go to Vegas for a weekend or whatever, but we're talking about people taking trips. They tend to do that when they think their lives are good. When their lives are good, they take a trip. Nobody goes, hey, I'm unemployed. I just got thrown off Medicaid. Do you want to go to Vegas? That's not the calculation. And people say, hey, my mother was just kidnapped by ICE. Let's go to Vegas. A masked agent showed up and grabbed my mother outside of a laundromat. You want to go to Vegas? I could really use something to take my mind off it. Let's go to Vegas. What's that hotel that looks like a pyramid? Let's go to Vegas. Yeah, my sister died of a fentanyl overdose. Her boyfriend was arrested. Apparently, she stole his fentanyl. That's what he's saying. Anyway, it's all fucking weird. I need a weekend in Vegas. I need it. Anyway, my husband's a pedophile, and he just got caught looking at pictures of child porn. Girls trip in Vegas. Let's go. I mean, people need to feel good about their lives to go to Vegas. They don't, with the state of the country now, my house just burned down. Let's go to Vegas and rock out. Let's party. Doesn't make any sense. I hear there's a comet coming that could be a spaceship. Let's get fucked up in Vegas. Let's go to Vegas. I'm homeless. I mean, you got to feel a little bit positive about something to go to Vegas. I mean, you can't just show up. You can't show up and just go like the other thing that's funny about Vegas is and I like Vegas. I love Vegas, right? I think it's great. It used to be cheap. So you could go if things weren't great. It was a place where you could go, hey, let's have a lot of fun for not a lot of money. That's all over. Nothing is cheap anymore. There's nothing inexpensive in this country, by the way. And the quality of everything is shit. Everything you get now is shit. It's absolutely shit. Vegas, you spend money, you get in a bed with the blood stains. There's blood on your bed. Brown, rust-colored blood on your bed now. Nothing's good anymore. There's a few things that are good. Steve Wynn's property's nice. A few things that are nice. But mostly everything is shit. And it costs so much goddamn money. A bottle of water is $9. Do you know how much money it's almost $10 to get a bottle of water when your friend who's on Molly collapses and you just have to revive them. You hold the water to their mouth and they're choking and they're laying on the hot cement in Vegas and they're choking on the water because you're just pouring it on their face, pouring it down their throat to try to save their life. And they're just trying to die. And they even start screaming, let me die, let me die. And you still are just splashing the water on their face. That's $10. That's $10. to wait for the ambulance. You don't even want to know how much the ambulance costs. Let me die. I'm not taking an ambulance. Let me die. Water on the face. You are getting in that ambulance. I love you. We're having fun. It's Vegas. This pod.
Great Tim. But he brings up in his comedic way a great point. What are we doing for the country? What are we doing for the young people? What are we doing for our society? A lot of people thought that. Now, I think that the Trump administration is a lot of the right, a lot of the MAGA. That's especially the young MAGA. The young MAGA is very upset with him. A lot of people are upset. It's twofold. One, they feel like he's distracted. They feel like the administration is distracted, focusing in on things that they shouldn't be, doing things that they said that they weren't going to do. And then two, the primary driver of all of this despair is the economic woes of the majority of the people, young and old, mostly young or younger. If you are if you're smack dab in the middle of the workforce, you feel it. It's just not, my family members that there are, in their 20s and 30s, they have no shot of buying a house. None. No shot. They just can't. And the job market is pretty shitty. They were all promised, get a degree, you get a good job. That's not what happened. And then they come out of, they try to start lives. They don't want to start families because they can't get a house. It's pretty bad. I think a lot of it probably could be saved if I think if taxes were lowered like a substantial amount. You can't do like 5% and say everything's good. You would have to drastically reduce taxes, and that would alleviate a lot of things, I think. But it's a multifaceted issue. It's just kids were lied to for so long about college, about what they should be investing in, how they should be investing in their future. And the government is absolutely out of control. And it's not, I mean, Doge reined in the government like 5%, maybe, if that. You got the DOD now spending $1 trillion, a $1 trillion budget, up from $800 billion. Anything that Doge potentially saved was wiped out right there. You got the money going to Ukraine. You got the money going to all these other foreign countries. And America is just these people, they just feel so desperate. They feel so left behind. And then you look at these other countries, they're making these amazing constructions and everything looks so nice. And we got the same old bridges that are falling apart and we can't rebuild them. Not to say that, I mean, it's only been 9 months in the administration, and I understand it takes time to do things, but the focus doesn't seem in the right place, at least to me. And I try my hardest to be aware about what's going on. I think he was just recently talking about possibly a refund from the tariffs, giving the money back to the people. I mean, that's nice. But again, it's a one-time thing, that obviously coincides with the midterm, so that's kind of what that's for. I mean, that's fine. It's great. Nobody's going to shake a stick at $1,000, but the issue isn't $1,000. The issue is that things are ridiculously expensive. Taxes are way too high. The job market is not what people were led to believe it's going to be. Like, we need physical labor jobs. We need guys out there doing HVAC, plumbing, welding, all the shit like that. And if the woman wants to stay home with the kids, that should be something that can be done. The woman wants to go whatever. I'm not saying not making this a sexist or gendered thing, but I just know with my older kids' friends that a lot of them have like this kind of conservative idealistic set. And a lot of younger girls that I know that are their friends probably wouldn't mind to stay home and raise kids. But we're just in a situation now where, especially if you live in any proximity close to a major city, you don't even have to live in a major city. This is the issue. You just have to live in proximity to a major city. That in and of itself drives the prices so astronomically high that you need two people to work in order to sustain themselves. And that sucks. It's not conducive to a well-rounded, happy society. So, just back to Tim's point, don't get distracted. Try to hold them accountable. Try to keep pressing the issues that you're looking for, that you want, that you need. And yeah, fuck those aliens. Guys, if you're still here, please hit the subscribe button. That's all I ask. Just subscribe to the channel. I don't ask for anything else. It really helps me out a lot. If you want to follow me more, I'm on the X6283 Talk on the X. Please check out Mr. Tim Dillon. Every Saturday he releases a new show. You can also, they put up shorts and stuff like that of his that you can send to your friends and family. I'm John Soto. I'll see you again in the next video, guys. Take care.